$12 well spent.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, today on Scarlet Writer's Geek Corner, I will be giving my thoughts on DC's newest addition to their ever-growing library of animated classics, Superman, Man of Tomorrow. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Man of Tomorrow tells the story of the origin of Clark Kent's journey to become the legendary Man of Steel Superman. We don't get the usual from the beginning origin with the destruction of Krypton and the pod carrying Kal-El as other films in the animated series have done in the past. The film instead starts with an incident at a childhood friend's home, which Clark and he watch an old Martian horror movie, which causes Clark to break down crying. So here he's already been made aware of his origins of not being entirely of this world. Also, the Martian movie being a good foreshadowing to another character and themes regarding the movie, more that I'll get to later. In fact, after the prologue with his childhood, we fast forward over a decade or so to Clark's mid-20s, where he's already moved to Metropolis and is an intern for the Daily Planet. There are constant reports of a flying man, and if you're not an idiot, you know it's Clark doing various acts of heroism, like for example stopping a failed Star Labs rocket from killing thousands of people in Metropolis. One day, an alien bounty hunter by the name of Lobo arrives on Earth, and Clark engages him in a superpowered throwdown, which effectively reveals his presence to the world and answers the lingering question humanity's always asked: are we alone? During their fight, the last third taking place at Star Labs, Lobo throws a sort of organic EMP grenade which goes off and inadvertently fuses with Rudy Jones, a custodian at Star Labs Clark befriended earlier in the film. This results in the creation of the film's true antagonist, Parasite. I stated earlier that the Martian movie bit in the beginning was an obvious foreshadow, one to J'onn J'onzz, aka Martian Manhunter, the other to the themes regarding xenophobia in this movie. J'onn, over the course of the film, tells Clark that humanity isn't ready for the revelation of their worldview being shattered, that Clark and he should simply hide and avoid making waves so as to avoid causing mass panic. There's also a bit of irony in this situation that plays out in the story. Clark looks human, as Kryptonians normally do, J'onn can disguise himself as a human, and Rudy, being human, becomes something entirely alien. There's also a secondary theme of family that I appreciate. Superman, for the most part, has always had a loving relationship with his parents, that while he may be Kal-El of Krypton, Jonathan and Martha Kent will always be his parents. This film demonstrates that beautifully as they support Clark's decision to reveal his existence to the world, Martha even making his own suit, copying the design from his family crest of Krypton. There's also the tragedy of Rudy and his family, as he had a wife expecting their second child and a 6-year-old daughter. The few people whose thoughts of them temporarily brought him back to moments of sanity, it's tragic, really. Rudy dying to save Metropolis from the reactor breach and leaving that wife and soon-to-be 2 children behind. There are a couple of cool Easter eggs to the Dark Knight himself, one being an actual photo of him Lois had in the copy room at the Planet, and a direct by-name reference made by Martha Kent when she was designing Clark's suit. Whether this is a reference to this film being a jumpstart to a new DC shared animated universe at the time of this recording is unknown, at least to me. It would be cool if the upcoming 2-part animated adaptation of The Long Halloween took place in this continuity, but I suppose time will tell. Perhaps just wishful thinking on my part, to be honest with you. As far as animation is concerned, I was originally a little bit skeptical on it when I saw the new character designs and the new animation in the trailer. I can state happily that this film gets solid marks in that department, both in its kick-ass fight scenes and in its slower story-focused elements. This film is indeed a treat to watch for the eyes. Okay, yeah, I know, I, the anime fan, was worried about animation. Hashtag weebfuck. The last thing I need to touch on, and it would be a crime for me not to touch on it, is the fantastic voice talent for this movie. Darren Criss as Clark Kent / Superman, Alexandria Daddario as Lois Lane, Zachary Quinto as the infamous Lex Luthor, Ike Amati as J'onn J'onzz, aka Martian Manhunter, Brett Dalton as Rudy Jones / Parasite, and Ryan Hurst, who, in my humble view, stole the show as the immortal alien bounty hunter Lobo. Now I know what you're wondering. Golly gee, is there anything you didn't like about this movie? You sure are fanboying it over it pretty hard. Sure, there's things that bugged me. The last act with Rudy being a big example. It was a powerful moment, but it did steal the limelight from Superman. I've seen complaints from others that the temporary depowering of Superman via Parasite gave this version of Supes a weak showing in this film's climax. And yeah, I tend to agree. Sort of. I get the story element behind it, the two themes earlier I expressed, but I couldn't help but feel a bit torn when we got through this part of the movie, as if Superman isn't even allowed to be the hero in the climax of his own origin movie. However, I can firmly say, even with all that, this is a fun movie regardless. It's got great action, some nice heart to it, and I feel like it captures the spirit of what Superman is. Hope. I say go watch it, especially if you're a Superman fan, or even if you just enjoy DC's animated films, you'll like it, trust me. So with all that being said, comment your thoughts down below, drop me a like, share this video with your friends, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for notifications. YouTube's got a bad habit of undoing that. I got a lot planned here at Scarlet Writer's Geek Corner, so be sure to come along for the ride. My name is Tanner, and I will see you guys next time.
Woo!